Cross Season 2, Episode 6, Review, by Felicia and Bloody Weddings. By author Jasmine Blue. I suppose the last time we had a bloody wedding was during Game of Thrones. Cross Season 2, Episode 6 certainly knew how to ruin an otherwise lovely affair with Luz, dressed like an angel, executed revenge with the savagery and precision of a beast. Of course, now her full plan has come into play, and we also got more insight into the mastermind Bad Religion plot. By now, it's beating a dead horse to point out how much I'm missing Cross and Samson this season. The two of them catching up at the diner and going over all the outrageous things they were presently enduring was a nice scene. But it's also a reminder of how little we've had with these two brothers together, and damn it, I miss it. It feels like all their moments, any moments, happen off screen. However, they are also using those little moments to give us updates on the LaDonna case. The personal elements to it have me wishing that they could work on it together more. It has at least allowed for Vega to shine in her moments. She's been quite the asset, working alongside John throughout this investigation, and she's just as dedicated as he is to getting his mother out of prison for something she didn't do. They know that now, and thanks to their recent lead and talking to the poor chap bleeding out on his couch and battling infection, they are making some real progress. John is also making progress on getting closer to LaDonna. Their interactions are softer and sweeter, and he's been able to share bits of his life with her and pictures from his childhood. I'm not the most invested in this storyline, partly because there are too many other plots happening, and partly because they haven't treated it well enough for me to invest. It feels like we are going through the motions right now, spending time with John as he accepts his mom, bonds with her, and maybe even forgives her. It's like all the hard work is happening off-screen. Hopefully, with a frustratingly absent Nana Mama returning, we'll at least get the inevitable conversation between her and John about LaDonna. Ella's storyline has also had its frustrations. It feels like she's up and down, she's moving forward, then she's stuck. She's confused. And so am I. It's like she and Alex keep having the same conversation over and over again, and they end it on the same note, and nothing changes. Now, she needs distance from him. It's been difficult trying to juggle a platonic relationship with him while being so integrated into his family, and seeing him hurt from a car accident that she knows was something deeper, and his keeping that from her was triggering. Honestly, I have been able to figure out how Alex still feels about Elle, since he's also been trying to turn his situationship with Kayla into something deeper than it is or should be. Bless his heart. Speaking of Kayla, I am happy she's been keeping him in the loop to some degree about the fact that she's still dealing with some other stuff. He is pleased about her working with Bobby Trey, but hell, he can't be too mad since the man saved his ass. Kayla and Bobby Trey really do make such a great dynamic. Johnny Ray Gill and Alona Tal teased that it was almost sibling-like, and I can kind of see it in a crazed, unhinged type of way. Their collective takedown of Felicia was genuinely fun, and putting her in the same conditions to torture her into giving up information about Mastermind and the operation was comeuppance. It also led to some harsh truths about Kayla. Felicia tore her apart for being a pick-me who always needs a pat on the back and is incapable of handling the hard parts. Felicia was even wrong about Kayla and the following orders bit. Deep down, Kayla knew it too. It's why she could have killed Felicia even if she wanted to, but manipulating her into believing she injected her with the same drug she gave those soldiers was brilliant. The whole scenario did serve as a prescient acknowledgement, indictment even, of the military-industrial system and what it ultimately stands for. And using Bobby Trey to do that was a brilliant choice. Kayla could figure out why he was so passionate about this, and then he broke down, cursing her and the establishment for what they do. Essentially, he said, I wanted to be a hero, and they turned me into a weapon. It's an astute indictment of military propaganda that many men, especially men like Bobby Trey, have been fed for decades. And then we can surmise, just when he went into the military, what he saw, and what he had to do, only to have that confirmed years later that it was for the reason sold to him. I loved hearing from the man himself that he never set out to be a monster or a bad man. Once upon a time, he wanted to be the good guy. And now, he has a mass murderer, a henchman, a dirty cop, and a drug dealer under his belt. But Cross has been deeply about just how much gray there is in the world, how no one is just one thing, that these concepts and boxes aren't one size fits all. And Bobby Trey is the embodiment of that messaging. I absolutely love his character and his complexity. It is also a great parallel to Luz. She, too, is a woman who set out to be a hero. Now, she's coming to grips with the fact that she's just a weapon. However, we have the full outline of her plan, and I love that it was Lateria.